An armed Utah man who was accused of making violent, persistent threats against Joe Biden and other Democrats was shot and killed by the FBI hours before the president landed in his state. They had been trying to serve him a warrant. This is Craig Robertson in Provo, south of Salt Lake City. They went to his house. He was armed. A shootout ensued. We do not have many of the details, and perhaps more will come out about exactly why it came to that, if it needed to come to that. But we do have a lot of other details. So on Monday, Robertson posted online that he had heard that Biden was coming to Utah, and he was planning to dig out a camouflage suit and begin, quote, cleaning the dust off the M24 sniper rifle. This is a post that came after months of threats against a lot of different public figures. He, by the way, referred to himself as the MAGA Trumper. It could not be more obvious what his ideology is, but at that point, there's no point in saying that the right is gonna have to try to, like come up with some explanation for how, no, this guy was actually like gender fluid or something. They're just not gonna talk about this. Let's be clear about that. They're gonna avoid this, and they should, because it's incredibly damning for them. So anyway, he's posted threats against Joe Biden, Alvin Bragg, Merrick Garland, Letitia James. That's so weird. Those are the people that Trump is always threatening online. That's a weird coincidence. Anyway, he posted in September 2022, the time is right for a presidential assassination or two. First Joe, then Kamala, talking about Kamala Harris there. They had gotten a tip, by the way, about Bragg from a post that he put on Truth Social, saying that he was gonna be waiting in the courthouse parking garage with a suppressed weapon and wanting to put a nice hole in his forehead, talking about Alvin Bragg there. So he's gonna assassinate Alvin Bragg to protect Donald Trump from prosecution. He was actually, his account was suspended on Truth Social. So apparently they do have some standards at the end of the day. A person who knows him said he believed in his right to bear arms. He believed in his right to say what he feels. When it came down to it, he knew the Lord wouldn't have approved of killing innocent people. Things got out of hand because he was just really frustrated. And by the way, we're gonna get to more of the details in a sec. I will end with this. When the FBI agents got to this guy, he was wearing a Trump cap and also an AR-15 style rifle lapel pin. Remember the pins that members of Congress were wearing to demonstrate to everyone that their favorite gun is the same favorite gun of a whole bunch of domestic terrorists? Well, he had one of those pins too. Small world. Mondale, what do you think?
I think you're right. And I think this goes, like you said, it's connected to the story we just finished. MTG was one of those people passing out those pins to other Republicans, wearing them right after a school shooting. We should remind people that the name of that rifle, that AR, stands for assault rifle, which is military equipment. This is not for hunting, and anybody trying to say anything else, it's ridiculous. We should also remind the viewers that Donald Trump is creating, MAGA is creating an environment for violence. I mean, and it didn't just start 2017, as far back as 2017, when he was telling police officers in a rally, don't be nice to them, rough them up. Then he started talking about migrants. We should shoot them in the leg to slow them down, or put snakes and alligators in the water. What is going on? Or beat the hell out of people that are against you. This is Donald Trump talking directly to these people and activating them. We saw him activate them on January 6th, and his language has not. It's not been quelled. And I think until Republicans are being honest with what they need to do to fix Donald Trump and the Trumpism in their party, we're gonna see this escalate more and more. And while this person may have been blocked on Truth Social, his actions cost him his life, just like what happened on January 6th. And the people will not pass at the Trump. They'll say, oh, something was wrong with him. So he, something was wrong with him. No, the wrong with him is the Republican Party.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, look, to be fair, we have to read the response. This was posted on Truth Social. It was just a little bit ago, so we don't have the graphic or whatever. But Trump did post that he is appalled to hear that one of his supporters engaged in an act of violence like this. Obviously, we disagree with these people. We're gonna make America great again, but we're gonna do it in elections, not with violence. So it's good to see that he posted that. Of course, I'm joking. He's never gonna post anything like that. Can you imagine him actually taking any accountability whatsoever, or not even accountability, not even responsibility, just saying no one else should ever do anything like this ever? It's a joke, I'll say, the idea that that could possibly happen. But no, they say the things they say, they talk about civil war, they do the threats. It's stochastic terrorism. That's all it is. They know that in like scattered pockets around the country, there are isolated, frustrated weirdos like this who are ready to pick up a sniper rifle and start gunning down their political opponents. Anyway, there's more details. I hate the idea that an interaction with law enforcement results in someone being shot. I want to be very clear about that. I also want to say that this guy had, even after he was initially contacted by the FBI, repeatedly posted threats against the agent. So this was a guy who clearly was trying to get the FBI to know that they might be shot if they came to him. That does not mean that what ended up happening was justified. We don't have all the details, but there's a lot of posts about how he's gonna gun down FBI agents. So I'm just gonna say that. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.